Hello everyone, my name is Mariana Medina. In this video, I will talk about the article Murillo, Die of Success, found in the magazine Discover Art. This article is written by Francisco Chaparro, an art historian. First of all, I believe that one of the main ideas of the article is about risking the importance of Murillo's work. The fourth centenary, which was held in Spain for 2017, is also mentioned, and it is expected that with the article the name of the painter will leave the cliché in the who has lived for so long. He is a Baroque painter who represents everyday human values and feelings. He was very sensitive to the themes he painted. His painting was sweet, serene, and kind. You can appreciate the nature of its balance and composition. Murillo was originally from Seville, Spain. The economy of his family was favorable, so he was able to develop his artistic learning without problems with Juan del Castillo, a relative who was also a painter. Murillo would use his workshop for 5 years. His first works were commissioned with religious themes. His commission increased from the time he delivered the canvas of the Chico cloister, since his painting was new, different from that of contemporary artists of their time. Murillo not only represented religious essence, it was not also profanic essence, custom paintings that were not well seen in Spain. Murillo's painting contained popular characters, and this was a revolution for art history. Now, not only the most powerful elites were represented, but the people in their natural state could see they reflect in the pictorial works. One of the characters that distinguishes and makes Murillo stand out are his paintings, where it reflects children given with tenderness and innocence. His style. Esteban Murillo's style, in which it refers to the style of the Spanish Baroque painter in his first work. He used a uniform light without just recurring to contrast. In the 1640s, this style changed, since that is when he worked in the San Francisco cloister and manifested a marked Tenebrist accent influenced by Zurbarán and Rivera. This style was maintained until 1655, when Murillo adopted the way of working from Herrera the Boy, characterizing his transparencies and games of black light taken from Van Dyck, Rubens, and the Venetian school. It's also a significant feature of this period the use of subtle light rays, with which it manages to create a sensational aerial perspective accompanied by the use of transparent tonalities and bright light effects. The time in which he died, I reached the top of success, was in Romanticism. Murillo worked as a historian of his time by portraying the events that happened every day. Only me tally for Seville, Spain, his works were marketed outside of Seville, as they didn't get used in the city, and they didn't get used important events is the War of Independence in the hands of Mariscal Soult. Some works of art were taken out, among them by Murillo. For that reason, currently you can find many of his work in foreign museums. But not everything is sad news. Thanks to they left Spain, they were able to make their work now in other parts of the world. These are some of the works of Murillo. The Young Beggar, considered the first work of a customary characters of those made by Murillo, dated between 1645 and 1650, moment in which the master begins to consolidate himself in the civilian artistic panorama. The smile appears in a room lying on the wall and taking off the fleets that accompany his rare clothes. The market naturalist accent that reflects the scene has Zurbarán and Caravaggio as sources, also beginning to memory the customary essence of Velázquez's first stage. The thick and pastel brush stroke used by Murillo is a characteristic of this first stage, leaving greater vaporosity and transparency in subsequent works. Next work is The Virgin of the Rosary. The devout Spanish Society of the Baroque will request from the painters an important number of images of the Virgin Mary, because the Protestants were questioning many dogmas related to it, such as virginity or having been conceived without pictures. The tones it uses are rather dark, although it tries to brighten the chromatic range with red and blue, symbols of martyrdom and eternity respectively. The next work is The Good Shepherd Boy. The author compared Christ with the Good Shepherd of the Bible. It employed its main protagonists, the children, will be about children of the street, heavenly in this case. The child, Jesus, is situated in the landscape with an architectural reference in the background, sitting on some classic remains and directing his look at the view. In the right hand, he carries the shepherd's rod, and with the left hand the lamp, who also directs the look at us. The composition is structured with a characteristic pyramid of the Renaissance, while the leg and the rod are located diagonal to reinforce the rim of the wall. The atmosphere created thanks to the lighting and the colorful they recall the Venetian school, providing the civilian teacher with an idealization of the figures that does not appear in his customary essence. And well, thanks for watching. This is a small part of Murillo's story. Bye.